Hello everyone who loves history and ancient culture. Welcome back to Arch and Time channel. In episode 1, we went back over a century in time to witness the secrets beneath the coastal sands of Quang beginning to be revealed. Giant pottery jars containing human remains and sharp iron weapons were proof of the brave Sa Huynh Warriors, opening a new chapter in historical studies. But after 1960, war silenced everything. The sand dunes that once saw the earliest indigenous iron forging in Southeast Asia were now buried under bombs and shells. Would these ancient warriors be forever buried under the sand? Today, in Episode 2, The Return After War, Expanding Territory and Major Excavations, 1975 to 1990s, we will witness the powerful revival of Sa Huynh research. After national unification, Vietnamese archaeologists not only returned to Quang but also expanded the cultural map to the Central Highlands, southern Vietnam, and connected to the East Sea Network. From pre-Sa Huynh indigenous sites to interactions with Kalanay in the Philippines, we will see the Sa Huynh Warriors were not isolated. They were part of a vast exchange network protecting maritime trade and national heritage. Imagine the year 1975 when peace returned. Vietnamese archaeologists, carrying national pride, returned with shovels and brushes. No longer led by French scholars but Vietnamese scientists independently exploring ancestral heritage. Lum Thi Mi Jung wrote, after 1975, besides some Sa Huynh sites in Quang archaeologists domestic and international discovered and studied many pre-Sa Huynh sites. Sa Huynh and Sa Huynh-like sites in various localities in central Vietnam, Central Highlands, and southern Vietnam, 2019 page 78. This was the period of mapping the distribution of Sa Huynh culture. The distribution area was expanded in both north-south and west-east directions, 2019 page 78. Before 1975, Sa Huynh was mainly known through sites in Quang such as Sa Huynh, Lai Ni, Hao Sha, where Vinit, Labare, Parmentier, and Kalanay excavated, defining Sa Huynh culture with jar burials containing sharp iron weapons, evidence of a stratified warrior society. But after 1975 field surveys and major excavations completely changed the picture. New sites in Thursday and Thiem Way, Long Phan, Quang Nam, Binh Shou, Binh Din Sam Kon, Phu Yen Kanwa, Ho Dim Ninh Thuan Binh Thuan, Central Highlands Bao Ni Gia Le Tradoa Con Tum Dak Lak, and Southern Vietnam, Jong Ca Vo, Dong Nai, Ba Ria Vung Tau, Ho Chi Minh City were discovered. Lum Thi Mi Jun emphasized, determined the origin of Sa Huynh culture, according to the pre-Sa Huynh to Sa Huynh progression. Sa Huynh early Iron Age culture was determined through material evidence, with indigenous origins from the convergence of earlier cultural flows in the late Neolithic to early Metal Age. Collectively called pre-Sa Huynh, 2019 page 78. This rejected the diffusionist view of previous French scholars affirming indigenous origins from local cultural flows. Exogenous factors from Southeast Asian islands only stimulated. One of the major achievements was identifying pre-Sa Huynh, the late Neolithic to early Metal Age phase around 3,500 to 2,500 years ago, laying the indigenous foundation for Sa Huynh. Sites like Long Phan, Quang Nam, Binh Shou, Quang Sam Kon, Binh Din show a smooth transition from stone tools, painted pottery to iron forging. Lum Thi Mi Jung described, iron artifacts in Sa Huynh culture, when compared to Dong Sun centers in the north and Dak Shua in the south, show much greater quantity and wider distribution of iron in Sa Huynh culture, 2019 page 86. This shows Sa Huynh led in indigenous iron technology, helping inhabitants adapt to harsh environments, forming a stratified warrior society where chiefs protected merchants and farmers. The post-1975 discoveries show Sa Huynh culture spanned a diverse space from mountain regions to coastal islands. Along the north-south axis there are northern and southern Sa Huynh types. Along the west-east axis there are mountain Sa Huynh river estuary, Sa Huynh and highland Sa Huynh. The tradition of using pottery, coffins and jars lasted longer in southern Sa Huynh than in northern Sa Huynh with diverse tooth filing phenomena. In Quang there is northern Sa Huynh alongside southern Sa Huynh. In Can Ho, there is Ho Dim southern Sa Huynh alongside Mai Ke northern Sa Huynh. Combining both spatial and temporal dimensions, the evolution of Sa Huynh is grouped into two traditions by time, type by space. Long Fan, Sa Huynh tradition. Jar coffins, egg cylinder, spherical, large, much iron, little bronze, started late. First millennium BC belonging to northern Sa Huynh. Binh Sho Bao Tram Ho Vin Tu Go Ma Voi. Ho Dim tradition. Spherical jar variants, many earth burials, more bronze belonging to southern Sa Huynh. Earliest group jar burials, diverse forms. Spherical egg variants, burial rites, mixed jar earth cremation, secondary symbolic burial. Grave goods, pottery, rich, diverse, elaborate decoration. Highlight bronze tools, weapons resembling northern Dong Sun culture. Contact with Dong Sun was the main trend in early Sa Huynh phase. In Can Ho to Binh Thuan sites like Phu Trong, Ho Vin have close relations with southeast region. Later group jar burials developed with main jar coffin, cylindrical, large. Grave goods, iron tools, glass, agate, jewelry. Earth burials still exist alongside jar burials. Appearance of bronze mirrors, bells, containers from Han China. Han influence like iron knives with ring handles, Western hand-style bronze iron awls. Latest group, the end phase of Zhehan extending into following centuries AD. Burial jars, many forms, not only cylindrical but many spherical. Grave goods, iron, bronze, agate, glass, gold, jewelry. Continued strong exchanges with China and India. Jar pot, vase burials. Alongside earth burials in Quang Fuyen Kanhua. This chronology extends into the 2nd and 3rd centuries AD, including sites like Long Thui Forest and Hua Jim. Regarding characteristics, Sa Huynh sites discovered in almost all areas from mountain regions to coastal islands. In under 100 sites, most are burial areas. Uneven distribution density explained by different population density. At major river basins, number of sites and artifacts increased strongly, showing these areas formed relatively large living spaces, equivalent to large-scale territories or alliances of territories in tree-shaped or circular linked models common in contemporary Southeast Asia. Sa Huynh inhabitants lived in a wide space with diverse terrain. Diversity of distribution from river plains, coastal plains to high mountains and out to offshore islands created diverse local variations. Sa Huynh people knew how to choose favorable living areas, whether plains, mountains or islands. Rivers were threads connecting sites as transportation axes, easy movement from upstream to plains and out to sea. Site distribution. Population distribution shows favorable living environment, ensuring their livelihood. Depending on geographical environmental conditions, they exploited strengths of each ecological zone to live and form diverse economic methods. Most Sa Huynh sites are burials with very few dwelling traces. Some dwelling sites have been studied. These include the lower layer of the Gaukum site at T Hamlet. Tin Haga Mu Bao Ne Quang Nam, Ga Joy Nin Then, Nindong Jin Dien Kanhua. From distribution on river sand dunes like Ba Ren Ton Tu Ga Ma Voi Ga Miong villages, usually near streams lower than burial sites. Cultural layers not thick, easily eroded, disturbed. With characteristics of central Vietnam rivers. Short, steep slope, high possibility dwelling sites eroded into rivers and lost all traces phenomenon still occurs today. Therefore, Sa Huynh ancient dwelling sites rarely discovered. In Sa Huynh culture, community scale and distribution range expanded more than pre-Sa Huynh period, showing rapid increase in natural resource exploitation. Due to increased iron leading to material wealth accumulation pushing social complexity. Burial area scale and burial level stratification grave goods increase over time. From early to late also indicate this. Lum Phi Mi Jung 2019 pages 82-83. Regarding Sa Huynh Warriors, this period revealed more about iron-bronze weapons, evidence of military strength and stratified society. Major excavations in Wajim, Can Hua, Sui Ching Quang Ngai, and Central Highland sites like Bao Ni. Zai Lai discovered iron knives, 20 to 30 centimeters long sickle axes, bronze spears. Local forged products not only for hunting but also protecting coastal territory and trade. Hung 2009 emphasized Sa Huynh's role in the East Sea network, where warriors used iron to protect trade routes exchanging nephrite from Taiwan and Kalanay pottery from Philippines. Lum Phi Mi Jung 2023 noted these exchanges contributed to social complexity in Sa Huynh, with warriors playing central role in maintaining pan-regional network across the East Sea. Summary table of chronology and weapons of warriors in the post-war period, based on Lum Phi Mi Jung 2019 to 2023 and Hung 2009, pre-Sa Huynh phase 350025000 BP. Highlight weapon, stone tools, painted pottery. Warrior meaning indigenous foundation for later forging technique, early society. Early Sa Huynh 500 BC to IBC Dong Sun bronze axes, spears. Northern exchange, warriors protecting coastal trade. Late Sa Huynh I2 AD indigenous iron long knives, sickle axes. Han iron ring handle knives, stratified society chiefs using iron to resist invasion. Kalanay network across East Sea. From post-war excavations we see Sa Huynh warriors, not just legends from sand, but living foundation of a stratified society with superior iron technology and Kalanay network across East Sea. But did Sa Huynh really lead to Champa with mysterious sham towers and brave warriors resisting foreign invasion? Episode 3 will explore cultural characteristics, burial practices, and indigenous origins where Sa Huynh warriors inherited and transformed to become Champa legend. Don't miss it. Subscribe Archaeology channel to continue the journey. Thank you for joining Archaeology channel. If you like, please like, share, and subscribe to not miss the next episode. See you next time. I'm Guillaume Pile.